And yay, my mic isn't muted this time. Yesterday I had my mic muted when I started streaming, and so I did my whole opening spiel completely muted. Didn't even know until I started playing the game, and I was going to mute the mic during a story cutscene. And I pressed to mute the mic, and I was like, oh crap, the mic's already muted. What a noob. But I'm sure it happens to everybody. I know I've watched a couple of even pretty big streamers, and they've accidentally kept their mic muted. It happens, but hopefully it doesn't happen to me too many times today. It happened to me one other time again yesterday when I was playing, and I thought I had the mic unmuted, or, off mute. And it was a time, I don't know if anyone was watching yesterday, but it was a time where I was opening the safe in the room. And the guy tells you two different codes. He tells you one for the door, and then he's like, oh, maybe it's this code. And so I used those codes on the safe, and I thought I had my mic unmuted then, but it was actually on mute. And, it sucks. Kind of hits the wind out of yourselves when you notice you do that. But hey, it happens to everybody. And so today, we're on the final chapter. We're about to start the final chapter, which is 13, but they just call it the final chapter. Yeah, so heavy spoilers, of course, since this is the final chapter. But, if anyone sees the title and sees final chapter, I'm sure you know the spoilers. Depending on how long it takes to beat, I guess after I get done, I might do a little bit of side content, or I might just end the stream a little early to go work on my YouTube content. I'm working on making a YouTube video around this game, kind of around the story. So I might either do a little bit of side content, or I might just cut the stream off early and work on my YouTube. Still not sure. We'll see how I feel after we beat the game and see what time it is. If I've only been streaming for like an hour, I might do some side content. See, final chapter, Darkest Before the Dawn. 22 hours, not bad. I did break off and do a little bit of side content. I want to say it was on day 3. Day 3 and 4, I think I broke off and did some side content back when I was on chapter 2 or 3. But for the most part, I've just mainly stuck with the story. And so 22 hours just mainly sticking with the story is not bad. Not bad at all. Heck, most games nowadays, you have the story done in like 6 hours. Most main games nowadays, unless they're RPGs. If they're RPGs, of course, it's going to be a long time. But still, not bad. I'm sure if you skipped all the dialogue cutscenes and all the other cutscenes, I'm sure you could beat this game pretty fast. But these games, the chunk of the gameplay is watching the story, of course. That's where the main meat is. And then, of course, side content. There's a lot of content in these games. Most Yakuza games, take me like 100 hours to beat, usually. And that's including everything, all the side content. And there's usually a hidden boss battle after you do all the side content. Well, yeah, here we go. Previously, this is going to kind of wrap up, I guess, the story so far. It's either going to wrap up what happened in the previous chapter, or maybe it's going to wrap up the full game story so far. We'll see. So this will help refresh my memory, even though I'm pretty sure I'm good on where we're at. But in case you've missed anything, you watched this previously here. Let's get to it. Final chapter.
Soma's ties to public security may lead to his undoing. By seizing the puppet himself, Yagami seeks to pull down the puppet master holding the strings. To do so, he forms a temporary alliance with the fugitive Koana. But Soma arrives to carve a bloody path into a hideaway no one should know about. Reiko Kusamoto's betrayal has proven more volatile than anyone could have guessed.
Genda-sensei, they're calling last night's bombing a terrorist attack. The body they recovered was burnt beyond recognition.
That was a Kaike-kun, right? The one Yagami mentioned?
Yes, I believe so. Nothing about Soma or RK in the article either. Could public security be tampering with the press?
I wouldn't give public security that much credit. Besides, if a bomb goes off in a deserted public place, it's only natural for the police to assume it's terrorism.
Right, I guess when you put it that way.
Unfortunately, even if they do identify a Kaike-kun, the ones responsible are Koana and Soma, two guys who are totally off the grid. Any investigation would grind to a halt. Probably end up as another unsolved mystery.
If the public learned the bombing was tied to Ihara's battery case, jaws would hit the floor.
Yeah. Anyway, where's Yagami? You heard from him since last night?
No, we've been in touch via email though. He's on his way to a hospital now.
Great. What'd he get himself into now?
If he's actually going to the hospital, does that mean it's serious?
Don't worry, he's fine. He's just going to meet with someone about the case.
Who'd want to meet up at a hospital?
Reiko Kusumoto.
"13 years. I still can't believe it. Waking up and finding out you're suddenly 30.
Take your time. You'll adjust eventually.
Work again?
I won't be long. I just need to take a quick meeting. Now put down that mirror already.
Oh.
So, you sold Koana out to public security because Mitsuru-kun woke up. Does that about sum it up? You waited 13 years for Mitsuru-kun to wake up. If you turn yourself in now, you'd lose him all over again.
There's that. Yes. Going forward, he needs to stand on his own 2 feet and rebuild his life. It'll take time. And lots of it. There's no real end in sight. He's at a disadvantage as it is. And to brand him the child of a murderer on top of that, I couldn't.
Hey, Mom.
Mitsuru! Mitsuru!
It's incredible. Finally, he's woken up. Doesn't this change everything? I think you may want to reconsider what you told me, Kusumoto-san. Alone, I'm sure you could have lived with the weight of your choice. But... now you have something you'd sacrifice everything to protect. He's so precious. But he's also so fragile he could come crashing down without even a warning. You're going to have to be his shield, Kusumoto-san. We'll do it together. With your cooperation.
I have to do what I can to protect him.
I suppose so, but... You covered up your crimes and it was Sawa-sensei who got caught in the crossfire. On top of that, Akaike-kun's throat was slit last night. Now he's dead too. Kawano will be another body for the pile soon. Hell, maybe I'm in trouble myself.
How was he yesterday?
Well, as soon as RK showed up for him, he knew you'd stabbed him in the back. I can't really say how that made him feel. Until now, he'd been adamant about ensuring you stayed out of this. He said no one could blame you for what you did to Shinya Kawai. Kawano put his life on the line for you. You failed to silence him, and you let him get away. That means whatever happens next, it's his move. And whatever he does to you, none of my business. As for me, I have no evidence on Kawai's murder, so you're off my list too. I only came here today because I wanted to know why you betrayed Kawano. That's all. I hope Mitsuru-kun has a speedy recovery.
Time to come up with our plan of attack. I'll go hash it out with everyone at Yokohama 99. Might as well just take this taxi here. Speed up the process, even though I apparently just got off a taxi. The commercial district. This is going to be interesting because there's a lot to wrap up still, kind of. It's going to be interesting to see how it all wraps up at the end. I wonder if they're going to just rush it, just quickly wrap everything up into a nice little bow, or if this is going to be a pretty long chapter. Guess we'll find out.
Back already, Yagami-shi. How are you feeling after last night? That shockwave from the blast took you down.
Oh yeah. That was something else, I gotta say.
I bet, tough guy. Kamurocho's finest detective never fails to impress.
Doc, you made it. We've been asking around if anyone's seen Kuwana.
You don't want to know how that went.
No leads, huh?
Pretty much. Doesn't help that Arcade's crawling all over the place right now. Soon as they spot Kuwana, they're gonna make their move.
Kuwana gave this to me yesterday.
Isn't that Toshiro Ehara? Kuwana-san called you out there just to give you this?
Yep. He told me to give it to Ehara.
What the? Oh man, it looks like it's cracked.
Can you take a look at it, Tsukumo? I get the feeling it's no ordinary pendant.
Certainly.
Not handing it over to Ehara till you know what the deal is?
Well, he won't mind, will he? Besides, I damn near got blown up over that thing.
Speaking of, Yagami-shi, what's the status of Ehara's sexual battery trial?
Saori-san's preparing for the appeal. Still no date, but the courts are working as fast as they can. If they accept the case and it goes to trial, they'll find out about Kuwana one way or another.
And that'd put Reiko Kusumoto in public security in the shithouse, right?
Right. If Kuwana and his murders come to light, anyone connected to Reiko Kusumoto could be suspected as an accomplice. And if that happens, she'd lose any control she had over the pension fund.
Interesting.
Everyone wants their own brand of justice to come out on top. But enough is enough. If we don't handle this, public security will take out Kuwana. and I can't let him die like that.
Then what's your next move?
Gonna head to Ahara's trial and back up Sari-san. Feels like we've come full circle.
I'd argue the opposite, Yagamishi. The circumstances surrounding the trial are completely different this time around. I can't help but consider how grand a task simply seeking the truth could be.
Seriously. But exposing the truth is the only way to save some and get justice for others. We can't just stay quiet and watch.
Sounds like you're seeing the light. Detective work's not so bad, is it?
Can you guys keep an eye out for Kawana and Ijincho? I need to go over Ahara's case with Sari-san.
10-4. We'll amp up surveillance.
We're going too, Sukiura. Time to get shit done.
Right on.
Time to prep for Ihara's appeal in Kamurocho. Can't let Sari-san do this alone. You know, I can see why they're going to give Kaito his own story DLC, because he was kind of like an afterthought in this game. At least that's what it felt like to me. Because in the first game, it seemed like he played a lot bigger role. But in this one, he's either been out drinking instead of with you, or hanging out with Kawana instead of being with you, or he was in the hospital for a little while, injured. So I can see why they're giving him his own story DLC. Rumor has it he might become the main character of this series, because the current main character model's having issues because it's based around an actual guy, and apparently his talent agency doesn't like these games being released on PC because people can mess with the character models and whatnot. So I don't know, we'll see. I was wondering if it was going to take us right to the courthouse or not, but nope, just took us to Kamurocho, and now we gotta go to the courthouse, huh? Oh no, we're gonna go up to Ginda Law, so we'll just go take a taxi up there. To the Ginda Law office. I wonder how many fights I'll run into along the way. There's some guys running across the street. Oh, it looks like they're crossing the street if that's them. Of course. And of course they seem to be walking towards me. Come on, man. I just want to do the story. Leave me alone. At least in this game, if you stay walking, they don't really come after you. That guy's walking into the car. Nope. Screw off, guys.
Wow, looks like we've got a full house.
Shirosaki-sensei asked me to come by. She said they needed some business handled while you were out of town.
I find it hard to believe she'd put it that way.
Maybe not. Either way, I don't mind helping.
Yagami-san, you're just in time. I think we should conduct another interview with Ihara-san.
Okay, but what will we talk about?
If we want to claim he's innocent of battery, then we need to prove he's the one who murdered Mikoshiba at the same time. But since the murder footage isn't admissible in court, we need something more substantial.
Alright, the judge says they wouldn't allow internet videos of unknown origin in court.
Basically, we need new evidence. And that might mean something no one's seen or found yet.
So your plan is to meet with Ahara and just ask him?
I know it's a long shot, but yes.
I'd like to come help, but someone has to check Higashi-san's work.
Excuse me? If I have to be Hoshino-kun's lackey, I'm fucking out.
I'd prefer if you address me as Hoshino-sensei.
Mouth on this kid.
Ihara only seems to open up to you, Yagami-kun. So, if you talk to him again, do you think we'll find out something new this time?
I'll see what I can get out of him. Having another chat with him couldn't hurt.
Sounds good. Oh, and look after Saori for me, would you?
Sure, but Mafuyu, should you even be here? Won't the prosecution think you're double-crossing them?
What do you mean? I am just here to get dirt on the defense. Expect Prosecutor Takano to hear all about it.
Guess we better watch ourselves.
I still have some preparations to make. Yagami-san, why don't you go kill some time? I'll call you as soon as I'm ready. It shouldn't take long.
Sure thing.
I'm going to try and get in touch with Ihara's wife. Even though they're separated, Ihara may have shared details about Mikoshiba's murder with her. Oh, and Higashi-san will be there to help.
Alrighty, another kill some time segment, huh? Usually these don't last very long, like 2
Ihara's
minutes.
status as either a sex offender or a murderer is the court's focus right now. Opinion split between who thinks the Mikoshiba murder footage is authentic and who doesn't.
RK's still raising hell around the city. Bunch of ex-Tojo guys have been especially loud and proud. Just watch your back out there. Not that I don't think you can handle it.
Don't forget how much pressure's on Saori right now. Ihara's trial has the police and prosecution on edge, so I'm sure it's a lot for Saori to handle by herself. But I'll do whatever I can on my end.
Alright, sounds good, I guess. Usually you just gotta kill time for 2 minutes or so. We can go down to the arcade. I'm sure by the time we got down there, she'll called. Oh, no, don't even go that far.
Sorry for keeping you, Yagami-san. We should head to the detention center. Where are you?
In Kamurocho. How about I take a cab and pick you up?
If you please. I'll be waiting.
Sorry to keep you. It's only been like 30 seconds since I've left the office. Well, at least they make that quick for anyone who just wants to blow through the story like I kind of want to right now. Because I know in some games, when they say kill some time, they want you to do one side mission or go get into a fight or just go do something before it lets you move on. But wasn't the case here. Go to the Tokyo Detention Center.
Isn't that just the worst? So the murder footage can't be used as evidence. I was hoping it'd be played in court for all to see.
Yeah, and if it was, it would prove your innocence and overturn your battery conviction, no problem. But the prosecution flat out refuses to accept you murdered Mikoshiba. There's no room for error. You could flat out confess and they would refuse to accept it.
Excellent. In the end, they'll lock me up for battery, and I'll get away with murder.
Yeah. We know all about what you and Kuwana planned. We just don't have the evidence to prove it.
My condolences.
Which reminds me, you said you'd confess to killing Mikoshiba after you got out of prison, right? Then, as icing on the cake, you'd admit the battery charge was false and humiliate the law for letting a murderer walk free.
Exactly. The public must know that the law can't be trusted. Personally, I hope the media hops all over it.
I bet you do. So when that time comes, you'll need some decisive evidence of the murder so your confession holds water. Maybe you've got something like that in your back pocket already?
Not a bad reaction from Ihara. Maybe there really is some hard evidence of Mikoshiba's murder. Maybe he has the murder weapon, the knife. They said they never found the knife.
Because we'd sure look good if we had some new evidence to take into the appeal.
That's why you geniuses came all the way out here. I told you I wouldn't admit to the murder in court. I have no intention of just handing it over.
Handing it over? So you're saying there is still a piece of evidence we don't know about?
What is it, Ahara-san?
Even if there was, you'll never get your hands on it. Didn't mean to get your hopes up.
What kind of material evidence, if there is any, could Ahara be hiding? Like I said, maybe the murder weapon. I'm going with the knife. Oh, well, it's right there, see? He still has the murder weapon. That's what I'm going to go with. He left a calling card on the body. No, they would have found that. He kept a part of the corpse? No, I think they said he was pretty much intact, so it only makes sense, and that's the one I was thinking of anyway.
The murder weapon. Kanagawa PD said the weapon used to kill Mikoshiba still hadn't been found.
Yet it appears in the footage without a doubt as to what it is. A knife. If it wasn't found at the murder scene, it's highly likely the suspect or an accomplice took it with them.
Any normal criminal would have just ditched it somewhere. Except you're anything but normal. You got revenge for your son, and you want to publicly humiliate the law for letting you pull it off.
Your point?
If you were cleared of the battery charges and confessed to Mikoshiba's murder without evidence, no one would buy it. You'd need something convincing. Busting out the weapon no one's found yet would do the trick. That one piece of evidence would flip the whole case on its head.
Well, look at you go. Then tell me, where do you surmise I've hidden this weapon?
Well, right after killing Mikoshiba in Ijincho, you would have had to book it to Ikebukuro Station. You had accomplices with you.
And if that's the case, there would have been plenty of time to hide the weapon.
Yeah, so that's about as far as I've thought this out.
If that's it, then I'm done here.
Kawana's vanished, Ahara-san. Public security found out about him.
Public security?
Kawana wanted me to tell you he won't make it to the end of your revenge plan.
So, I'm the last man standing, am I? Well, he's already helped me plenty. I never expected to see him again anyway.
At this point, he won't be able to outrun them. If public security catches him, he'll get much worse than an unfair trial. Burying him will be the least they do.
What do you mean? What's going on?
You remember last time? If you don't recall, I said you'd grab the tiger by the tail.
And your tiger is public security?
Right. And they're out there on the warpath. Everything has to be brought into the light. We need what you did to be exposed. Kawana can't be saved in any other way. I need your help, Ahara-san.
Then you lose. I'll never admit to killing Hiro Mikoshiba in court. The system can die. It threw Toshiro away, and I won't lift a finger to save it. Kawana-san knew how this could end. We have our convictions. When this started, we knew it could end up costing our lives.
You knew going in, huh? And that's all? Is that what you tell yourself so you can sleep at night?
Maybe it is.
Yagami-san. Do you remember my original request? To look into both the Hara incidents? I asked you to look into the train event, and then I asked you to look into Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. And now, I'm afraid I have to make one more request of you. Do you still carry your defense attorney's lapel pin? Ahara-san's trial. I'd like you to take the floor with me to defend him. It's going to be eventful. I think we should go as a team.
Sure about that? You know, my legal counsel isn't cheap.
I'll let Genda-sensei know about the invoice.
You got it. Count me in. You never know when something like this will happen. Check it out. I always have it on me.
I know that.
Huh? You do?
Kaido-san and the others are looking for Kuwana and Jincho. Is there anything left to do before I go back? Warning. Things are going to get pretty intense from here on out, so they're basically telling you this is the point of no return. So if there's anything you still want to do in Kamurocho, now is the time. You may want to save the game too. Note that if you're in for the long haul, so you'll still be able to note that you're in for the long haul, so you'll still be able to save along the way, but you may want to make separate saves instead of overwriting anything prior to this point. Once you start the finale, there's no going back. So the finale is pretty much the point of no return, and you won't be able to, I guess, freely explore, or won't be able to freely explore Kamurocho at least. So I guess the rest of the ending chapter takes place mostly in Jincho, I guess. Alright, well I guess I'll take the game's advice and save now, and then if I save anything else, I'll just put it in a different save slot, but I doubt I'll save. I'll probably just keep blowing through the story until I'm done. That was my original plan anyways. Unless it's really freaking long. Like if it's 7 o'clock and I'm still chugging at it, there's no end in sight, then I might, you know, save and quit. But my plan is to end the story, and I doubt it would go on that long. Well, we'll see, I guess. I guess we'll head on to Jincho. What the hell is this? I dropped the item. Alright, where's the person? Oh, her? That's easy enough.
Excuse me.
There you go. A USB memory stick. You didn't look what's inside, did you? Did you? How could I? It's been like 2 seconds. A gold plate. Yeah, I already stuck it in my phone and saw what was in there. You sick fuck. Oh, what? Let's go sell some stuff. Out of the way. I have some gold plates and stuff that I can sell. Oh, the pawn shop's on the other side. Speaking of selling, and I have 122,000 SP, which is basically this game's version of XP. Sure, let's boost attacks. I'm sure these last few fights are going to be hard. I'm sure you're going to fight Selma. Hell, you might even fight Kuwana again. I guess let's go ahead and boost attack again. Anything to make the fights quicker, huh? I'll boost the X gauge again, why not? X gauge decreases slower? Sure, why not? Even though I sometimes forget to even use the damn X boost thing. Increases the damage of X axis during X boost. Let's see, in order to increase your health more, I need to learn more Tigers. Learning requirements: boost health level 3, learn 3 or more Tiger skills. So let's go over to Tiger. Temporarily boost your attack power after landing a finishing blow. At full health, charge attacks will nullify the enemy's defense. Attack enemies. Sure, let's do that one. Cancel a knockdown that would toss your back and turn into a reversal attack. Press triangle while being knocked back. With the X gauge, charge up the X gauge with every attack you block. Sure, that one sounds good. I hate when your block gets broken or whatever. Oh yeah, that one's good too. Now that should be 3. Yay, now I can boost my health some more. Then I guess I'll just use that last health boost. Now, I'll spend 1 skill in Crane. I already had a skill in Tiger, so I just needed to buy 2. Son of a bitch. Oh well. Let's buy the cheapest Crane skills they got. So this one. And then this one. One more cheap one. There we go. Become immune to knockback during X boost. That sounds good. Now, once I get some more, once I get 5,000, I can increase my health even more. So that'll make these final fights a bit easier. I'm still missing an app right there, probably because, you know, I haven't been doing much of the side content. Alright, I was gonna go to the pawn shop and sell some stuff. Even though I don't know why. Maybe I should wait, because you never know what you're gonna need. A pachinko ball. You never know what you're gonna need. But in most of these games, most of the Yakuza games, the plates are just for selling. I think there's only been one Yakuza game where you actually needed plates to upgrade stuff. But most of these games, they've just been for selling. Millionaire, yay, 200 SP. I guess I'll keep 2 of each in case I do need them for anything. I don't, like I said, 9 out of 10 Yakuza games, they're just for selling. Pretty sure I only recall one where you actually needed plates to upgrade stuff. I think in Yakuza Like a Dragon you could give plates to the part-time hero people to complete part-time hero request. But, meh. As far as I know, there's nothing like part-time hero in this game. Well, I mean, there is no part-time hero, I should say. There is kind of something where you can look at, like, what the stuff you can do to give you SP. That's kind of like part-time hero. Check request. Messages, oh yeah. Yeah, see here, there's Town Go. That's what it's called. And this one, they show you stuff you can do for SP. That's kind of like part-time hero a little bit. But as far as I know, there's no, oh, bring me 12 heads of lettuce and 2 TVs. Nothing like that. Smoking section. Alright, well, let me save again real fast. Then let's go to Jinsho. Yokohama. No, I want to leave. Leave me alone. There we go. Off to Jinsho. Let's see how the story wraps up, shall we?
Hello?
Doc, where you at right now?
Just got back to Yokohama, actually. You weren't spying on me, were you?
You just noticed? Everywhere you went, I know about it. And I mean everywhere.
Where are you right now?
Over at the Leomok's place. Hoshino-kun and Higashi are here too.
Oh, right. They mentioned they were going to Yokohama to see Ahara's wife or something.
Make your way over, will you? I need a full report, and I don't want to hear you were slacking.
Well, look at you taking charge. Anything else, boss?
Yeah, don't drag your feet along the way.
Well, actually, let's take the taxi over here. take it to as close as we can. Which there's one kind of close to the Lao Ming place. Alright, that one right there. Over 1,000,000 yen. Yay. What's this? A stretched coil. I have a lot of those. Is that random nunchucks laying on the ground? That's what it looks like. Huh. Alright. Sounds like fun. And there's... what are those called? Like a I don't know. It's... is it called a something stick? Or like a talking stick or something like that? Ah, I can't just do the story, can I? Jeez. That's one good thing about doing side content, is you usually get an item that prevents street fights. Really? Well, down that guy goes. Pocket tissue's full. You're trying to be sneaky, aren't you? Bastard.
Stay down.
Bastard. Boy, I tell you what. Or something. Oh yeah, pocket tissue's full. Learn new skills in the pause menu. I just did that. I don't have any SP left. Leave me alone. Guess I'll go grab some stuff around here. An exquisite screw. And a small screw. I wonder if you use that stuff to upgrade your drone. I don't know.
Looks like the gang's all here.
Everyone but the star of the show.
Now that is next level ass kissing, Hoshino-kun.
A good ass kisser is a good communicator.
Welcome back, Yagami-san.
Grab a seat, Talk. Nice. So you're really gonna stand in court again?
Just to give Sari-san some support.
Ah, I see. Does that mean I don't need to be present for Ahara-san's appeal?
Huh? How would I know? Isn't that more of a Sari-san question?
If Yagami's there, I don't see why you gotta be. You're on thin ice, Hoshino-kun. You still gonna have a job if you're redundant.
I have been plenty useful. At least a little.
Should a lawyer really have to say that? This guy is kind of a rookie, huh?
Ha!
Man, the gangster just put the lawyer on notice.
Well, that's all I got. How about you guys?
Better gather all the info everyone got in the Jinsho and sort it all out. Well, sort it out. I added my own words in there. So, where's Kawana? I'm sure no one knows. You two met with Ara's wife. What's the word on okay? Let's talk about the wife first.
Hoshino-kun, Higashi, you two met with Ahara's wife?
Yeah, but we didn't gain much from it.
Turns out Ahara and his old lady don't really keep in touch. After her son took his life 4 years back, she refused to keep living under the same roof. Only reason she hasn't divorced him is because it's too much of a pain to process.
She's been living in that same apartment even when Toshiro-kun was still alive. She let us light some incense on his altar, but she was pretty vacant the whole time.
Did Ahara's battery charge come up at all?
She said she didn't care.
She didn't care her husband was out there groping women and killing bullies? Has she even seen Mikoshiba's murder footage?
According to her, no.
Really? That's hard to believe.
Well, there's no easy way to put it, but it felt like she'd given up on everything.
Made for a pretty depressing trip, I'll tell you that.
Huh. Was she faking? Or was she really dead to the world? Makes you wonder.
So where's Kawana? Any word on where he's hiding?
Yeah, about that. We must have asked everyone in Ijinsho, but we got nothing.
RK's out there looking for him too. They seem to think I've still got him under watch.
On the flip side, that means they still haven't found him either.
Well, yes, although that's not much consolation.
You think Kawana-san's still in one piece after the explosion?
Alive? Yes. Unharmed? I can't say. When I saw him, he was already making plans to disappear. But the real problem is what happens next. Now that he knows Reiko Kusamoto betrayed him, we don't know Kawana's next move.
I'd never let that slide if I were in his shoes. Maybe Kawana's thinking the same thing, you know? He spent all that time underground brooding and shit. Maybe he's really gonna stick it to Reiko Kusamoto.
Yeah, I could definitely see that.
What's the word on RK?
What's the word on RK coming down to Ijincho?
Everywhere you look, they're strutting around like they own the place. And they know our faces, too. They stare us down, but never get too close. It's fucking annoying.
Plus, they're acting like they're here to stay. They've been harassing the joints we have ties with.
Harassing how?
You know, shit like pretending to be normal customers, then dying dashing or complaining to mess with business. Then another guy will come in and be like, need protection? And suddenly they're charging a fee.
That's some Yakuza shit right there.
Old shit, too. A Yakuza who pulls that today is out in one shot under the anti-gang laws.
And Soma? Is he still around town?
Nah, there's nothing on him. Even if he is, he probably went underground by now. And Soma isn't exactly a social butterfly like Akutsu. Finding him's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Especially if he has public security's help. Unless it's a life or death situation, I doubt he'll show his face.
That about wrap it up?
That about wrap it up?
Seems so. As for me, I think I'll head out and see what I can find out about Kawana-san.
Same. I just hope he's okay.
Tsukumo-san and Sugiura-san do some impressive work.
Yeah. You don't hold a candle to them, Hoshino-kun.
Black belt in karate, and you never even use it.
Well, I'm just more of a behind-the-scenes kind of guy. Anyway, I'm heading back to Kamurocho. Enjoy yourself, Higashi-san.
What about you, Tak? Want to call it a night? Tesso said he'll let us stay if you do.
No skin off my back, really.
So, what'll it be?
Well, I want to continue with the story, so I guess stay the night.
If I can really stay the night, I'll take him up on that.
Gotta love random dirty iron. No luck finding Kawana or Soma. Guess that means we're done in Jincho then? I did this towards the end of that first game too. They forgot the blue text. What the hell is that damn noise? Oh, it's the drone. How's it going?
Yagami, I think I'll stick with Aniki and tag along. Guess that means I'm helping you guys out. Couldn't live with myself if I backed out now with a fish this big on the line.
Alright, sounds good. What about you, Kaido?
Get this, Tak. Tesso asked me to fly the drone. Says it's the first time he's seen this place from above.
Seriously, it's pretty legit. I picked one up for myself.
Alright. Stretch the coil, yay. Make preparations. Small screw. Some more nunchucks? Really? No luck finding Kawana or Soma, so I guess that means we're done in Jinsho then. Once I'm ready, I'll head over to Yokohama and Alright. Damn chair, get out of my way. And how did I not pick that up? Oh, I guess I did pick that up? What was it, another... I know a cigarette butt was on there, but was it another cigarette butt? I don't know. Well, look at... It's the only thing annoying about these games. Towards the end, there's enemies freaking everywhere. See, if I go left, there's enemies. Well, I guess that's right. Then if I go left or down, there's enemies. But those look like they're walking away. So maybe if I... but the enemies behind me are coming at me. Let's see if I can... A dropped item. Hey guy, here's your item. Thank you, dropped it. Oh, that's mine. It's my house key. Thank you so much. Wow, your house key? That's pretty important. Better give me a lot of money for that. Let's let these douche nozzles pass. Oh, now there's more douche nozzles. God, what is up with all the nozzles? Man, okay, so it looks like I'm going to fight no matter what I do, unless I wait for these guys to turn around, which they're about to do. Any minute now. Unless they go, yep, nope, they turn around. So, if I let them pass, looks like I might be able to get to that taxi without getting to another fist fight. Even though, sure, I'm playing on easy, so I could probably kick their asses in 30 seconds. But, might as well just let them pass so I can take the damn taxi and get the hell out of here. Alright, that should be far enough. What are you going to give me? An exquisite screw. I've already picked up a ton of those, man. You give me an exquisite screw for the house key? That's not fair. Oh well, better than nothing, I guess. The commercial district. Yokohama. Now, you know, if a lady would have gave me an exquisite screw for her house key, that'd be something different. Never mind. How's it going?
Hey, Yagami-san. You handle everything in Ijincho?
I think so?
Oh, they're giving... Okay. So the last warning was for Kamurocho. Now this warning's for Ijincho. Is there anything left to do? Nah. Let's go ahead and finish the story, shall we? I believe I'm good to go.
Really? Good, because Tsukumo-kun said he had something he wanted to show you. He's upstairs. You mind going to him?
I'm guessing it has something to do with the locket?
Tsukumo-kun, Yagami-san's here.
Something up?
Yes, it's about the pendant Kawana-san gave you. Turns out, it was just a decoy after all.
Decoy? For what?
For what was inside. This. The cracks in the pendant were hiding an SD card, and on it was some video data.
Video data? Of what exactly?
It's the footage of Ihara murdering Hiro Mikoshiba, just like we saw before. No additional scenes.
That doesn't make sense. Why would Kawana put his life on the line just to give me that? I mean, RK came after him and everything. And all for a video that's already all over the internet?
Yes, except the video on that card is the original. All the others were copies of this source. In layman's terms, this is the master tape. Or in film, it'd be the negative. With no additions or modifications of any kind.
What do you mean? And how do you know for sure?
So this SD card here is a special little thing. You can't usually buy it in stores. It's called a worm, or write once, read many. If you were to take a picture with a digital camera, the images saved on this SD card couldn't be edited or deleted. It's what forensics teams use when photographing crime scenes. Which means what we have here is unaltered footage of Mikoshiba's murder.
That means it would qualify as evidence in Ahara's appeal.
Yeah, I'd say you have room to negotiate with the prosecution and the judge. At the very least, it beats an internet copy with no origin.
Hey, think this'll be enough to win the trial?
Well, I can't guarantee that, but it does explain why Kowana-san took such a risk. The video on here is the sole original. That's why he'd only leave it in the hands of someone he trusted.
So the murder footage is on a worm card. Does Kowana want me to use this in court?
Kowana asked me to give this to Ahara.
Sure, but he had to know we'd turn it inside out first. Maybe it's Kowana-san's way of entrusting you with the evidence you need? After all, with public security after him, he may not live to see tomorrow. And seeing how he's on the run, he had to find a way to get that into Ahara-san's hands. Which I think is why he left it all up to you, Yagamishi.
And it's settled. It's about time I expose everyone involved in Mikoshiba's murder. Ahara, Kowana, and his students. That's the first step to luring public security out in the open.
And I believe the SD card will make that possible.
So hey, looks like almost getting blown up was worth it.
I guess so.
Hey, I'm sorry to bug you.
Matsun? What are you doing here?
I was talking to the MRC guys earlier. They said you'd be at this detective agency.
Everything okay?
Well, Akane started hanging out with some shady guys. So I figured I should talk to Yagami-san about this.
Sounds like a tricky situation. Please, have a seat.
Akane's that girl you hung out with all the time, right?
She got along with Mikoshiba in the basketball club. She's a little cynical, and she bullied Koda-san.
So, want to tell me more about these shady guys?
They're these thugs from Tokyo. RK, they're called. They've been flirting with her.
Okay. What else?
They got her so comfortable she blurted out some stuff she probably shouldn't have. Stuff about you, Yagami-san.
Well, that's nothing I can't handle. But rolling with RK is bad news. She needs to stop. Their leaders are ex-Yakuza, you know.
I knew it. So they actually are dangerous then.
What's really going on?
They asked Akane which student you cared about the most.
What?
So she kinda blurted out Koda's name.
She did what?
Yeah, even Akane knew she messed up, so she called me right after. Yagami-san, you've been mixed up with RK, right? You think they might go after Koda?
Can you try to get in touch with her?
Actually, I haven't been able to.
What about Akane?
Oh, right. Let me try and call.
Hello, Matsun?
Akane, where are you right now?
The last place Mikoshiba-sensei was.
Huh?
I'm with RK. We're at the building where Mikoshiba-sensei's body was found.
Why?
Matsun, are you with Yagami already?
How do you know about that?
It's Yagami. Is Koda-san there too?
She is. Yagami-san! It's me, Koda! Please, help me!
This Yagami? Come on over and we'll play. You know the place, right?
Who is this?
Not important. Better hurry, or else Kodo-chan will have to entertain us. Know what I mean?
Hey! Stop it! No!
Don't! What the hell do you want?
Come down and find out. Oh, I'm sure this goes without saying, but if you go to the cops, these girls are as good as dead.
Do you guys even understand what you're doing right now?
Better hurry.
What's happening?
Matsu, you stay here. Tsukumo!
I'll contact Kaito-san and Higashi-san for help. And I'll fly my drone out to the scene, too.
Perfect. I'm counting on you.
Let's go, Yagami-san. Hurry up, or I'm leaving without you.
I have to go where Mikoshiba's body was found. Kaito-san and possibly Akane are being held hostage there. That's up the river, right? It's not too far from here. Yeah. Alright, let's haul ass. That's what I said. Let's haul ass. Won't let me pull out the skateboard? Alright, well, we'll just huff it then. Go all the way down to the river, which is right here. Oh, now you want me to hold up? You're all saying hurry up or I'm gonna leave you? Uh-oh, what's this all about?
What's up?
Yagamishi, this is Tsukumo. My drones just arrived at the scene. Koda-san and Akane-san are with some men. About 20 of them.
Where's Kaito-san and Higashi?
I've contacted them. They're on their way now.
Good.
20 of them, is that all? They're gonna need about 30 more.
Hey! He's here! It's Yagami!
Talk. This where those RK guys are holed up? Is Soma with them?
Nobody's had eyes on him yet. Just a sec. Tsukumo?
I've confirmed the enemy position, Yagami-shi. They have our 2 young hostages surrounded, so a head-on assault would be too dangerous. Naturally, I've already come up with some countermeasures we can run. Would you care to hear my plan?
You always come through, man. Okay then. Walk us through it.
Wow. Look who decided to show up. Too scared to come with all your little bodyguard buddies?
Not like you've got room to talk. How many shitheads does it take to watch these girls?
I never thought it would end up like this. You believe me, don't you?
Yeah. But we'll have to save the lecture for after all this is over. You'll be free soon. That goes for you too, Koda-san.
You so sure about that?
You kidnapped them to get to me? Well, here I am, so let's go.
We did lure you here, so we can beat your sorry ass to death.
Okay, then. So what was your plan? Throw all these guys at us as soon as we kick down the door?
We're smarter than that, you know.
Yeah. We knew you'd have some backup!
Here comes! Let's take out the trash! Yagami! Hands where I can see them! And same for you two!
Hey, calm down. I've got one more thing. I'm not a big fan of guns.
Huh?
Shit! Up there!
Face the wrath of Ijinsu Yokohama 99! The wicked shall be smited and retribution shall be swift!
You're dead!
Come on. Did you really think one gun was enough to take out a crew like us? If you did. You were wrong.
You two sit tight a little longer. But just to warn you, I'm gonna go hard on these guys. You wanna see some asses kicked? Don't blink, okay?
Let's get going. I want him down before the smoke clears.
Yeah.
Come on! Let's go.
Nice.
Step away from the window!
What the heck? So he's another one of those guys that don't flinch when you're getting hit. Good to know. So I'll just avoid him for now and take out the smaller guys.
Here we go!
Dang, one hit from him and you're down. Can't block it or nothing.
We are ready to go!
Ah. Really?
Here we go!
Dang, he's still up.
We are ready to go!
This should knock him out. God, what the heck, man? Don't even have time to react. Basically knocked that last guy down.
We are ready to go!
Now, just this guy.
We are ready to go!
There was a weapon over here, wasn't there? Guess it disappeared. I was gonna pick it up.
We are ready to go!
Okay. Just trying to wait for him to attack, and so I could try to parry it, but he attacks freaking instantly.
We are ready to go!
Ah. Jeez, this guy attacks so damn fast. Because, you know, you can't just...
We are ready to go!
Really? Trying to freaking parry is crap. Jeez, that was annoying.
Thanks. You saved us. I'm so sorry.
No. I'm the one who got you into this. It's not your fault, it's RK's. But I'm next in line after them. Besides, I'm not the one you should be apologizing to.
Coda, I'm really sorry.
It's alright.
Well, I'm gonna head home.
Soma?
What? Who?
Kane, get back!
Huh?
Here all by yourself? What are you trying to pull?
Oh, I'm just here to talk. To be honest, Kuwano's put us in kind of a tight spot.
How so?
Well, he's got Kawai's body, Reiko Kusamoto's victim, hidden in a freezer, of all places. Been on ice for what, 5 years? You know about this, Yagami?
Yeah.
Problem is, he's planning to reveal its location on the internet. If that happens, Kusamoto-san will be ruined. No doubt her fingerprints and other traces are all over the damn corpse.
Yeah, but that's for the better. Means she won't have to listen to you.
Reiko Kusamoto is a capable woman who can swim with the tides. She's irreplaceable. It would be unfortunate to lose her over some lowlife she had to put down. She's on our side now, and she's accepted it.
So it's your duty to protect people like that?
I protect order, not people. Consider me a necessary evil.
Necessary evil?
That's right. If I hadn't gone undercover, the Tojo clan's ex-Yakuza would be spread all over by now. If that happened, we never would have been able to track their current activity. That's why I created the RK network. To keep Kamurocho's underground under control. Much safer and less messy than wiping them out indiscriminately. But in the shadow of order, there's always a pair of dirty hands.
Right. Kuwana said something like that too.
But if there's one difference between the two of us, it's that I find my work enjoyable. It gives me purpose. When I dirty my hands, it's in the service of order. It goes back to a necessary evil to maintain peace in this country. In my eyes, peace does require violence. It only works when killers are below the surface, keeping it afloat.
Sawa-sensei too? Is that the peace you want?
Yoko Sawa? She did have to die. She almost connected the Mikoshiba case to Kuwano. She was getting very close to it. She may even have figured out Reiko Kusamoto was involved. The fewer people who know a secret, the better kept the secret stays. I don't remember even hesitating on that call. And I think that means... well, you guys won't like hearing this. But it was justified.
You asshole!
Whoa, whoa. Don't fly off the handle now. I haven't finished what I had to say.
What the fuck?
Did I mention how much of a pain in the ass Kuwana made this? He negotiated for your lives, using Kawai's body as leverage over us.
What?
So relax, would you? I don't plan on killing you here.
Then why even show your sorry face?
The trial for Ehara-san is coming up, right? You know, the groping thing. I've come here with a request that I hope you'll consider.
This from you?
Reiko Kusamoto's name is not to come up during the Ehara trial. That shouldn't be so hard, right? Shirosaki-sensei would have to agree to this too.
And if we were to refuse?
Nothing. It's Kusamoto-san's request. She's asking nice.
What?
A mother doesn't want her child branded a murderer's son. Could you give her that much? And that's all. I'm sure we'll talk soon.
You think so, huh? Why put off what we can settle now? Soma! Akane!
Akane-chan! Why am I...
A paint gun? You okay?
That son of a...
Well, hell, that's gotta hurt. But a bruise sure beats the alternative, right?
Yeah. Okay.
I'd say he got us good with that one.
Yeah. But that was a terrible call. If Soma hadn't been packing a paint gun, that would have been really bad. You two are more important than him. I should have prioritized protecting you.
Yagami-san.
You've been brave. I'm sure this was really scary for you. We'll need to do things one step at a time, Kaito-san. We can't tackle it all at once. First thing, Ihara's groping appeal needs to become a murder trial that outs Kawana and his students. That way, if public security is our real enemy here, we'll have the prosecution and the courts on our side. That'll be on me. I'll reveal a truth no one can deny.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much your specialty. Send that asshole to jail, for good.
You've got this, Yagami-san.
Whoa. This is crazy. Why is he so hot? Am I right?
Huh. Just a minute ago, she got shot. And now look at her.
Teenagers. Hello? Yeah, I'm getting ready now, Sari-san. Oversleep? I would never... Okay. Yep. Alright, see you at the courthouse.
Okay, time for Ihara's appeal trial. Better take a cab to the courthouse. What have they been doing for a month? Just chillaxing, I guess?
Held on violation of Shinjuku Station's anti-nuisance ordinance, the defendant of this appeal is active duty officer Akihiro Ihara. He was previously convicted and sentenced to 6 months. However, the defense wholly rejects the sexual battery charge and asserts his innocence.
The prosecution points to 2 pieces of evidence to prove the defendant guilty. One is the security camera footage from Ikebukuro to Shinjuku Station. The other is fiber traces from the victim's undergarments on the defendant's hand. The defense maintains this was not sufficient evidence to issue a guilty verdict. We have prepared counter-arguments to each piece of the prosecution's evidence.
How does the prosecution respond?
We maintain the original sentence was perfectly adequate. That is all.
Then first, let's examine the security footage from Ikebukuro and Shinjuku Station submitted at the first trial. This is footage of Ikebukuro Station on October 7th at 7:43 a.m. The individual wearing sunglasses and a mask is believed to be the defendant. This person remains in the area for over an hour, watching as countless trains make their stops. At 9:06 a.m., he locates the victim of this case, then he boards the train and pursues her. This footage of the station platform is from when the suspect and victim board the train car.
We already saw this during the first trial. Let's not be redundant.
Of course not. The victim claimed the defendant moved in a suspicious manner once the train left Ikebukuro Station, ultimately placing his hand under her skirt. After they arrived at Shinjuku Station 6 minutes later, the victim gathered her courage and grabbed his hand. However, there's a possibility the offender seen here is not the defendant himself, but a different person entirely, a stand-in. The goal was to disguise this event as an alibi for the murder which occurred in Yokohama that same morning. In other words, this instance of sexual battery was a conspiratorial fabrication. The original verdict was issued without taking this into consideration, resulting in an inadequate trial.
Looks like Sai-san started the fire and the game has officially begun. I thought the game was close to over.
This is merely speculation. The defense has no proof to support these claims.
Precisely the issue.
Yes, there is indeed no definitive proof that confirms the existence of a stand-in. However, the notion itself cannot be disproved, even with all of the prosecution's evidence.
Would you care to elaborate, please?
The assailant fled the train and was caught shortly after on the Shinjuku Station platform. Many nearby passengers filmed the scene, which then circulated throughout Japan. The impact may have been greater since the defendant was an active duty officer. There's no mistake that the man apprehended at the platform was the defendant. Upon arrival, station police arrested him and immediately performed a trace element inspection. With that said, there's a very real possibility the offender who ran off the train was an entirely different person, and we have the evidence to prove that.
We have two offenders dressed just like Ahara. What evidence shows they swapped places after one of them ran? The blind spot, right? The camera blind spot?
If you'll kindly look at this.
What is this? Displayed on the large monitor, please. Is that a diagram of Shinjuku Station?
That's correct, Your Honor. First, the victim and the offender ran onto the platform as soon as the train doors opened. The train car they boarded is here on this map. We've marked the offender's route with an arrow. The lighter areas on the overhead view are within the security camera's line of sight. More people pass through Shinjuku than anywhere on Earth in a single day. It's packed with security cameras. However, this arrow with the dotted line reveals the existence of a small blind spot. That's where the defendant and stand-in swapped places.
I see. So you claim this was their opportunity?
Yes. As such, I'd like to question the defendant once more over this evidence. Defendant, when you were issued the verdict in your first trial, you said the following to the judge. In a warehouse about 3 days ago, a body turned up in Yokohama. If that wasn't enough, you correctly identified the body as Hiro Mikoshiba, despite the fact the police had yet to do so. How did you manage to pull off such a feat?
It came to me in a dream. Strange, you know.
Mikoshiba-san was your son Toshiro-kun's classmate, was he not?
That's right.
Toshiro Ihara was found dead in his apartment 4 years ago. He took his own life. Afterward, the defendant sued the school over Toshiro-kun's suicide.
Yes?
Ihara-san, can you tell us why you sued the school?
There were rumors my son had been bullied. Unfortunately, the court wasn't able to substantiate that claim.
And these rumors were discovered on the internet?
They were.
Of the bullies mentioned, Mikoshiba-san's name was among them. Were you aware of this?
I was.
Would you say you harbored murderous intent against Mikoshiba-san?
Objection. The defense's question is irrelevant. This case is to examine whether or not sexual battery took place. Also, the Kanagawa police are actively investigating Hiro Mikoshiba's murder. The courtroom is no place for baseless speculation.
How does the defense respond?
The timing of the battery incident makes this case an alibi for Mikoshiba-san's murder. We believe there's a very relevant connection.
Very well. The prosecution's objection is overruled.
And please keep it brief.
Just as soon as the defendant answers the question. Did you harbor murderous intent for Hiro Mikoshiba?
Of course I did.
In other words, Your Honor, it goes like this. On the day Toshiro-kun's bully, Mikoshiba-san, was killed, the defendant set out to synchronize the murder with sexual battery. It became his alibi for the murder, and the prosecution and the court all but approved it. A 6-month sentence for sexual battery and getting away with murder. That's all the motivation the defendant needed to fabricate this elaborate scheme. His stand-in groped his accomplice, and then they swapped places before getting caught. It's all entirely possible.
Then the defense should present some evidence to prove it.
Wrong. That's not how this works, is it? The prosecution bears the burden of proof in criminal cases. If we go through all the evidence and discover the possibility no groping took place, then it's on the prosecution to refute that.
Fine. Have it your way. The defense's argument about the security camera's blind spot is flimsy at best. While the defendant was running, his female victim was chasing after him. Surely the victim would have seen if he had switched places with a stand-in. Yet the victim provided no such testimony.
The victim, Yui Mamiya, was an accomplice in the scheme.
Objection! This is an insult to the victim. Such claims harm the integrity of all women.
What do? I can't back down now. How do I prove Mamiya wasn't a victim, but part of a conspiracy? Well, we don't really... Do we have reason to doubt the victim's credibility? I mean, they can bring up the whole classmate thing. Well, no matter what you pick, I don't think you get a game over. You just pick again. So I'm gonna go with this one first, and if it's not this one, then I'll guess the credibility thing. But I'm thinking this one? Like you said, he needs to prove without a doubt that it happened, right? I don't know, we'll see.
As I said, I believe it's reasonable to remain skeptical of the victim and defendant's relationship. This is usually the prosecution's job, but it looks like you're off your game today, doesn't it?
Oh, I'm certainly skeptical. Skeptical of your common sense.
The gullibility of the prosecution is what nearly allowed the defendant and his crew to pull this off. The guilty sentence in the first trial is a direct result. Even now, the defendant is no longer on the list of Mikoshiba-san's murder suspects.
And that alone is enough for you to slander the victim?
The defense would not doubt the victim without reason. You have one, I'm sure?
Yes, we do. In actuality, she wasn't the only conspirator who helped stage the groping. The bystander who captured the defendant, the witness who recorded the incident on his smartphone. Both men, in conjunction with the victim, were classmates from the same high school. Which means, strange as it sounds, that these seemingly unrelated individuals were in fact all acquaintances. It's clear that this was a carefully organized and planned event.
Our investigation discovered they all graduated from Kurokawa Academy in Tokyo 13 years ago. Additionally, Yoko Sawa, the teacher who was killed in Ijincho, graduated from the same class. 4 years ago, she was the teacher of the defendant's son, Toshiro-kun. We believe this indicates a connection between the Kurokawa Academy graduates and this case.
Of course, that's as deep as we need to go on that. We've simply presented the possibility that multiple conspirators were present when the defendant was apprehended. And as long as such a possibility exists, the defense asserts the defendant cannot be found guilty.
Your Honor, may I speak?
What is it?
I haven't committed murder. Per my conviction, I am just a pervert who victimized a woman on the train. Everything else is in the defense's imagination.
Imagination, huh? Then I guess it's time. What, to show them the murder footage from the worm?
Defendant, why did you agree to this appeal then?
You can ask my lawyers that. I simply didn't stop them.
How does the defense respond?
It's just as the defendant says. However, we believe his recollection may be a bit fuzzy. To refresh his memory, I'd like him to take a look at some footage. Will you permit this, Your Honor?
Now what?
But please, don't display this on the large monitor. We shouldn't shock the public. It's footage of a murder.
Excuse me, wasn't that denied as evidence?
As I said, this is solely to refresh your memory. It's up to the judge whether or not we show it.
Please proceed.
That's just internet footage with no known origins.
No. This footage is from the SD card in the camera used to record it. This is a write once, read many card, also known as a worm. The police use it to photograph evidence. Anything recorded on it is highly reliable data. After serving your time, you intended to release this to the public. But Kawana can't wait for that to happen. And that's why he left it in my care.
Don't kill me. Please. I'm sorry. Toshiro-kun. I'll make it up to him. I'll atone for it. I swear I'll try to make it up to him somehow. I'll spend the rest of my life making up for it. Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it! Stop it!
Defendant, in that footage, is the person in the white raincoat you?
You could say it looks like me.
The person you killed is Hiro Mikoshiba. According to the autopsy report, he died sometime after 7:30 a.m. on October 7th. Therefore, it can only be that the person who passed through the ticket gate shortly after at 7:43 a.m. was not you, but your stand-in. As the defense, we cannot allow our client's conviction of sexual battery to stand in light of this footage. May we continue questioning the defendant?
How does the prosecution respond?
Even if the footage has an irrefutable source, that alone does not prove guilt of murder. I'd just like to state that in advance.
So the prosecution is denying the murder? Remind me who exactly is defending me here?
Good question.
The defense repeatedly mentions a stand-in, but where is this person currently? Who even are they? The person on the station security footage was wearing sunglasses, but he looked just like the defendant.
We believe he used a mask made from a 3D printer. If you look closely, the alleged defendant at Ikebukuro Station and on the train does not move his mouth at all. We learned this from sources who may have been the stand-in and the collaborators.
Then we should call them to the stand to testify.
No need. The defendant should know all of this already.
I don't know anything about it.
He said he doesn't know. So what now? The defendant admitted to sexual battery, not murder. The murder footage has excellent production value, but nothing else corroborates the defense's claims.
Your Honor, I would like to request further witness testimony from the victim.
Denied. Both the defendant and the victim certified the validity of the battery, leaving no room for discrepancies. It would be unprecedented for a victim to testify further in this situation.
By that logic, there's no precedent for using battery as an alibi for murder either.
I will admit there is a possibility, but not enough to justify subjecting the victim to further distress in court. I must once again deny the request.
But...
Defense, I've made myself clear.
Your Honor, following the defendant's last statement, we have a few more questions.
Understood. Please proceed.
What's next?
Can't let Ahara keep playing dumb. There's gonna be something I can do. Dang. I'm not too sure where to go here. I could bring up Jin Kawana, but you know, he'd probably just say, what's the relevance? Is it, maybe, do you gotta pick all of them? Might be one of those things where you pick all of them eventually. Like I said earlier, I don't think you get a game over no matter what. But let's pick this one first, shall we?
Ahara-san, you're familiar with Jin Kawana, aren't you? He's a handyman in Ijincho.
Nope, never heard of him.
On October 7th, Kawana disguised himself as you and boarded a train in Ikebukuro bound for Shinjuku Station. He was the stand-in for the sexual battery mentioned earlier.
Your Honor, no evidence has been submitted to verify that statement. The name Kawana was not present on any documentation, nor was the prosecution notified.
Kawana is the very person who encouraged the defendant to murder Mikoshiba-san.
Defense. As the prosecution has stated, no one by the name of Kawana is known to the court. We've not even confirmed if he exists. Please refrain from this line of questioning.
But, Your Honor, Kawana is a key factor in the defendant's motive. Without him, Ahara-san never would have killed Mikoshiba, and we wouldn't be in this courtroom. Am I getting through to you?
I don't know of Kawana.
No, you definitely do. Kawana's the one who fanned the flames of vengeance. You do well to remember that.
We can prove Ahara and Kawana are connected by pointing to the motive to murder Mikoshiba. The recorded call with Sawa, right? That's what I was thinking, because he gave her that. Yeah, because I'm not thinking it's going to be any of this else. That was my first thought anyway, so let's go with this.
Take a listen to this.
What is it?
It wasn't just some random internet post that made you decide to kill Mikoshiba-san, was it? Even while battling the school in court, you still didn't know for sure who pushed Toshiro-kun to his death. That's when Kawana came to you with this recording, right?
Hmm? That's... Why do you...
Toshiro-kun came running to the roof. His face was pretty swollen. And a few minutes later, a student named Mikoshiba came up looking for him. I'll never forget the fear I saw in Toshiro-kun's face.
That's the voice of Yokosawa, the teacher Toshiro-kun confided in about being bullied 4 years ago. It was recorded in secret and played for the defendant by Kawana.
He told me about everything. The teasing, the beatings, the theft. How nobody was on his side. And yet, I had to deny all this in front of an entire courtroom. Believe me, I never wanted to do that. They said there was no hope, that I was the only witness with no proof whatsoever.
After hearing this, the defendant came to believe Mikoshiba-san's unchecked aggression toward Toshiro was the driving force behind his son's tragic suicide. And ultimately, this became his motivation for murdering Mikoshiba-san and staging his elaborate cover-up. Isn't that right, Ihara-san? Is it coming back to you yet?
Afraid not.
I see.
Then, is that all? Can the defense please get back on track?
This recording only came into my hands by means of Kawana. Except, thinking about it now, much like the murder footage, that would qualify as an unreliable source, wouldn't it?
What?
We live in an age where audio and video footage can be fabricated and easily reproduced.
What are you getting at?
Sawa-sensei, the one speaking in the recording, was murdered only days ago. And the one who recorded it, Kawana, disappeared without a trace. Meaning that as far as this recording is concerned, no one is left who can prove that it's authentic to the court.
Except for you, Ihara. You know damn well everything in that recording is true.
Or is my understanding incorrect? You would say you're completely unaware of the details about your son in this recording. Kawana had it. Didn't he play it for you?
I never heard it. Regardless of the content, it has nothing to do with me.
So you say. In that case, let's just assume then that Kawana and I are the only ones in possession of this audio recording. And considering that Kawana has all but vanished without a trace, that would actually make this the only copy, and me the sole owner. No backup exists.
What are you getting at?
This has no value in this courtroom, then I'm afraid it's never gonna have a value beyond today. And being that you claim it's unrelated to you or this case, then it wouldn't bother you if I were to delete it from my phone right here and now.
Why would... That's crazy. I wouldn't!
Okay. Then tell me why I shouldn't do it.
Because Mikoshiba was a man who should never have escaped being judged. That's the proof of my son's pain. The proof that everyone ignored. That recording is all I have left of him! I took the school to court because Toshiro deserved justice. But all they could say is that the cause of his suicide couldn't be determined. In the end, not a single person was held responsible. No proof, no justice. My son was hung out to dry.
Yes. That's all true.
All of you. You're all so incompetent. You see yourselves as these paragons of law and justice. Yet the truth slips right through your fingers. And then, my alibi made you a mockery. I made it so real. You passed me off as just another pervert. You were gullible. Every single one of you. Toshiro threw his life away and justice was blind to his pain. Mikoshiba walked free because of you. You condone murder and call yourselves the law. That's why. That's why I did it. I took Mikoshiba's life with my own hands.
This is coming in hot. Remember that pervert cop? Turns out he's actually a murderer.
To recap, you killed Hiro Mikoshiba in Ijincho, then headed to Shinjuku Station where you and Kawana pulled off a switch. And there you were ultimately arrested as a groper.
Yeah. That's right.
Defendant, you bear animosity for the whole system. We can't just take your words at face value. If you're responsible for Mikoshiba-san's murder, can you bring forward any evidence, or just the murder footage?
To tell you the truth, I have something that I was holding on to for the impact that it would have. It's very real evidence that the law has failed us.
What have you been hiding then? Will it prove you killed Mikoshiba?
Yes.
Then what is it?
If you go to my wife's apartment, you'll find my son's altar there. In it, you'll find the weapon I used for the crime, the knife I murdered him with. It still has Mikoshiba's blood on it.
Wait a minute, Genda-sensei. I prayed at that altar.
Well, I guess you can lead a horse to water.
Very well then. We'll open an investigation.
Defense. Will there be anything further?
No matter how justified, vengeance is not something we can ever take into our own hands. That said, in the case of Ahara-san, our system failed him. We know the law strives to be just, but it failed to prove Toshiro-kun was bullied. That's not justice. Not when no one is held responsible. The law, as well as those who enforce it, are far from perfect. So to the court, I say let this case be a lesson. The law is failing to save people who need saving.
It's clear proceedings should be adjourned. At a later time when Mikoshiba-san's murder weapon is recovered, we can resume the trial. I'm willing to do that via a special exception. Defense, prosecution, is that clear?
No objections.
The defense rests, Your Honor.
Well, Kanagawa PD called from the Ehara residence. They've recovered the knife. I'm ashamed to admit that I was so blind to his scheme.
Well then, that makes two of us.
Seems I underestimated you. And the worst part of all, I was arrogant. Legal authority and organizational connections should never be held above the pursuit of truth. I'm glad you were able to make me see that again. Thank you.
Nah.
You've come a long way.
Genda-sensei.
Prosecutor Takano's been stubborn as hell from the day he passed the bar. Once he's made up his mind, nothing can stand in his way. Not even his own boss. And he only bows once in a blue moon, so I hope you remember this.
Typical Genda law. I'm never going to like you.
You two really pulled it off. Great job.
Yagami-san.
It's Kusamoto, the Vice Minister.
Bondo.
He's from public security?
Right.
You handled that with such grace, Yagami-sensei. It's no wonder Kuwana holds you in such high regard.
What brings you here?
Yagami-sensei, would you mind if we talked alone?
Why, though? Something we can't hear?
The more you know, the more you risk. You'd be endangering your own lives. If you're willing to accept that, feel free to stay.
We'll clear the room. At this point, we'd just be getting in Yagami-san's way.
It was nearly a month ago that Kusumoto-san received a letter from Kawana, though we were unable to use it to trace him.
What did it say?
Soma told you, didn't he? Kawana hid Shinya Kawai's body, seeing as Kusumoto-san's fingerprints and other traces were still on it. If that surfaces, the Ministry of Health will have yet another massive scandal on its hands. As such, we'd like to recover and dispose of the body as quickly as possible. Perhaps we'll need to melt it down.
The body was originally preserved to maintain control over Mitsuru's bullies. I never imagined it would be used against me someday.
Fine, but why are you telling me this?
Because of the letter he sent. Once Eihara-san's trial is over, he wanted to talk to you. Using my phone.
Huh? Is that Kawana?
Kusumoto-san, is Yagami there? Put me on speaker, please.
Go ahead.
So, it seems Eihara-san's trial was a big success. He took our failing legal system and turned it on its head. Couldn't have done it without you.
I don't know what you're thinking, but public security has to be tracing this call. You have a plan?
No, not this time. That's why I'm using my own phone. And that's just the way I want it. Can't run forever, you know.
The hell are you saying? If they catch you, you're a dead man.
That's exactly why I'm negotiating to prevent that. Kusumoto-san.
Yes.
I'll be upfront with you. I never imagined the day would come that you would be the one to betray me. But if I had to guess, Mitsuru-kun must have woke up. If that's the case, then Kawai's murder, your whole past, you're not the only one it stands to ruin. If all that comes into the light, Mitsuru-kun will be labeled the son of a murderer.
Exactly. I can't let that... That's the one thing I need to prevent.
I know. That's good. That's exactly what you should be doing. So please, don't stop now on my behalf. Enough is enough. You and your son have been through enough hell. I want to protect Mitsuru-kun too. Almost as much as his mother.
Where is Kawai's body? Tell me.
I can only assume this call is being traced, so even as we speak, I'm standing somewhere very close to it.
He gave us the location. I'm going to dispatch Soma.
Kawana! Where are you?
I'm in Injincho. If I take even one step out of this city, I'd be powerless. I've got nowhere else left to go.
Kawana!
After they find Kawai's body and Kawana is taken care of, I'm next on the list. Bando can act at his own discretion. If he wants me gone, he'll be able to silence anyone who could know too much. Sawa-sensei was just the first victim. You yourself have sealed this fate, you know. Will you tell him? Will you tell Mitsuru-kun about Sawa-sensei?
Surely you know it wasn't my fault. Sawa-san's death was a tragedy. I never imagined that would happen.
What about Kawana? Can you imagine how his death is gonna play out in a few hours? I can, but I'm not gonna let him go down without a fight. Which means, I'm going to Ijincho.
I can talk some sense into Bando. I won't allow him to kill indiscriminately. So please, don't go out there to risk your life.
That's how it works. No promises. Tsukumo, Kawana's still out in Ijincho. Soma and RK are heading there too. We need to get to him fast.
Wait, are you sure about that?
You should be able to pick up some chatter. Pinpoint the location. I'm on my way. I'll talk to you soon. Tsukumo?
I see you've arrived in Ijincho safe and sound.
What's happening? Is RK on the move?
Oh yes. A picture began circulating on the internet not long ago. It was likely Kawana-san who put it out there. I just sent it over to you.
Hang on. Is this Shinya Kawai? That's his body.
Indeed it is. I data mined the image and found out it was taken just minutes ago. I also have the location. It's a warehouse company on Yokohama's coast, and Kawana's uncle came up as the proprietor.
You mean Siren's owner?
Kawana's relative was an ex-Yakuza. Maybe his warehouse was the perfect place to hide a body?
Send me the warehouse's address.
Actually, Sugiroshi's driving there with Kaito-san and Higashi-san right now. If you want to ride, take Isizaki Road and head to Tsurukame Highway.
Can't count how many times you've come through for me, Tsukumo.
Just trying to return them many favors, Yagamishi.
A word of advice: from here to the end, the battles will be intense. That sounds like it may be a problem. Maybe a good idea to stock up on items. I'm pretty much full on the healing items. But what's my health looking like? Oh, my health is full, so that's good. So I should be fine. So let's do it.
Cock, over here. These RK assholes are like bananas. They only come in bunches.
I take it they don't want us getting to Kawana-san?
Guess they were expecting us. Sure are making a big show of it.
What are those people doing? Oh, I don't like the looks of this.
Should we call the cops?
Kaito-san, we're running out of time. Let's wrap this up quick.
Yeah. Can't you see we're in a hurry? Quit stalling and come get some.
Arcade members. Huh. Surprised that guy didn't get hurt from none of the debris. Nice. Wow, more of them? Really? Well, at least I was able to block it. Did that knock him out? Oh, just barely not. There we go. More of these mofos. Hit him with a DDT. Oh, I was trying to grab the weapon. Knocked him down a little chunk. Oh, great.
Let's do this.
Oh, is that the only one left? Alright. Let me pick up that weapon there. Just gonna knock him out? Ah, barely not. Jeez, will ya? We gotta dodge this again. Crap. So he'll dodge the first time, but the second time got me.
You four, freeze!
Somehow they never show up when you need them. But they're right there when it's gonna be a pain in the ass.
Think this bunch is with public security?
I'm not sure. Either way, we don't have time to deal with them.
Hey! Relax, fellas. I can vouch for these guys.
Nabe-san.
The lid came off the Mikoshiba case. We can investigate the connection to Ehara. But what the hell are you guys doing here?
Kawana's in a tight spot, actually. Can I count on you? Will the cops help?
What do you mean by a tight spot?
Take a step back, please. These men are gonna be under our jurisdiction.
This has to wait. We're dealing with a matter of life and death here.
Be quiet!
Hey, I told you I could vouch for these guys. Why don't we all just chill out and let them explain what they're doing?
Hey, what the hell? I suggest you stay out of this. Okay, name and department. Our orders are coming from way higher up the chain than yours, sir. So again, stay out of this. There's nothing stopping me from arresting the detective. Or do you want to try me?
And do your orders include going around belting us with your batons?
We're about to have a problem here, aren't we? All four of you, put your hands up and face the car. I said, move!
Oh, damn! It's Yagami-san! What brings you all the way out here?
Matsu? Akane?
Hey! Stop that!
Whoa! Back off, dude!
Hey, check it out! These goddamn cops, they're checking my friend's food because they're shady as fuck! I'm no expert, but is that shit legal?
Nice. Sugiura, start the car.
Okay.
Hey!
Hurt me, cop! There's a cop here and he's creeping on me!
Those kids aren't even half bad.
Let's roll!
Hey, stop the car!
Shit!
Tesso.
Looks like everybody's on our side. Except RK and the cops.
Great. Kawana's gonna be waiting for us.
I'm on it. Going as fast as I can.
Tsukumo, we're just about at the place. You got a visual?
Yeah, the view's great from up here, Yagamishi. From my position, it looks like RK is swarming the whole building.
And Soma?
I can't confirm his location, unfortunately. Kawana-san either.
Okay. So give me a number here. How many RK we got?
I'd say about 100.
100?
It's a massive warehouse, so they need all the manpower they can get. They seem to have fanned out to search for Kawai's body. The good news is there's no indication they found it yet.
Tsukumo-kun, got any bright ideas for where I should park this thing?
I'm afraid it won't matter too much. The enemy already knows you're en route. You'll have a welcoming party no matter where you decide to enter from.
That works. Just means we get to show up and beat down the front door.
Are you guys ready?
Hey, anyone else getting some good deja vu from kicking a bunch of asses in a downpour?
I'm pretty pumped, actually. It's reminding me I'm alive, you know?
Come on, man. Are you that bored back in Kamurocho?
Let's go!
Let's go.
Huh. I remember right at the end of the first game, we fought in the rainstorm. That's why Kaido said that. Oh, come on. He's so almost dead. Now he's gonna block everything, isn't he? Yeah. At least a lot of these people are low health enemies. Can't pick up the knife. I guess he doesn't pick up any weapon that can potentially... You bastard. Drop kicking me out of nowhere? Tried to parry it, but I guess you can't parry a drop kick? I guess he doesn't pick up any weapon that can potentially kill. So that's one thing I always found funny about Kiryu. He's all like, I don't kill people, I just shoot people with guns and stab people in the chest with knives a bunch of times. Huh, nice. Jesus, guy. There we go. That should knock him out. Ah, I didn't know he had a freaking stun gun. I was just trying to parry his damn attack. My luck. My luck always. Could it be? Really? Again, you can't parry freaking drop kicks! Oh, you bastards. At least I was able to dodge that. Knockout? Nah, damn it. There, now he's knocked out. Just knock him out. Let's do the heat gauge for a little while. Jeez, how many people are still left? I know they said about 100. Dang, there's more spawning in? I thought I was almost done with all of them. Alright, those guys are down. Oh yeah, it looks like more are running in, huh? Yep, definitely more spawning in over there. Gotta get this guy with the hammer, or mallet, or whatever you want to call that. He's still up. Dang it. There, that knocked him down. Let's see how this... Ouch. That would suck. Oh, tough enemy. Let's do the X gauge again. Oh, I hear a gun? Great. I wonder who the guy with the gun is. Is it that tough enemy that just spawned? Probably. Yeah, it looks like him. Let's get him down. DDT him. I knocked him down about halfway off his first bar. Oh, great. Ah. Tried dodging it, but it's too late. You bastard with your damn gun. I'm gonna have to take a health item now. Since this jerk with his ranged gun. Dang. Let's see. Let's take one of these. Nice. Okay. Got Gun Boy down. Oh. Alright. I'll take it.
We've got company. Guess the watch isn't doing their job.
What are they so mad about? Not like they're supposed to be here either.
Yeah, they're just ransacking the place.
This is all to find Kawai's body.
Well, if there's a bright side to any of this, it looks like they still haven't found it. Or Kuwana.
That's it. Break time, fellas. Let's kill these fuckers! Come on.
They consider that a break? I guess a break from looking for evidence. Kuwana and the body and all that. Come on, you bastards. Let's do the heat gauge, heat action again. The thing I did, because I got the stun gun was about to hit me. Nice. This reminds me of music you would hear in some of the earlier Yakuza games. It's making me feel kind of nostalgic. Not gonna lie. Is that all of them? Nope, one guy left. Really? Took my guard down because he was looking at Kaido, and then he hits me.
That all you got? 'Cause I can go all day.
Never seen this number.
Huh?
It's Kuwana. I assume you're here? Then all the players have assembled.
I mean, you're here too? Where are you? What is all this?
Put simply, a trap for Soma, using Kawai's body as bait. You must have known he'd show up too.
So everything from calling Reiko Kusumoto to this, it was all to corner Soma?
Yeah. I'm gonna drag him kicking and screaming into the light. He only gets away with his shit because he does it in the shadows, and his friends at public security just watch. If I expose them, Kusumoto-san can lead a happy life.
You know she sold you out, right?
Look, that doesn't matter. This is the only shot we have at Soma. Alone, I could probably kill him, but there's no way I can take him in alive.
If you wanted help, you could have just asked.
To deceive your enemies, start with your allies. And besides, if you didn't come, I had a plan B. Listen, I'm in the deepest part of the warehouse, far down as you can go, and Soma's closing in.
But we'll just have to get there first. Oh, man. What kind of plan B could he have when he's got 100 guys surrounding him?
I sure would have liked to see that.
Maybe another bomb?
Whoa, what is it?
So that'd be my guess.
Might be some arcade down below, too.
Probably right.
More fights? Nah, surely not.
Huh? The hell were the guys up there even doing? Come on, let's trash them!
Fancy coat there you got there, buddy. What's this? A toughness Z, I'll take one of those now. Take the toughness Z. Damn, hit him. Well, I didn't want to do the X action on him, but whatever. I'll take it.
Let's do this.
No, go ahead and knock him down, because that way he won't do that stupid thing again. I know it kind of burns my heat action, but oh well. Or my X gauge, I should say.
And stay down.
Let's roll then.
Now where are we going? This way?
Won't open? Maybe they barred it from the other side.
Hey, what's the plan?
Let's see if we can find another way.
Going to go up and around? No, it doesn't look like I can go up.
Suspicious.
Do those drones contain different things? I can feel a wind coming from where that drone is. Vents, maybe? There's a space I can get to. Should be able to go from there. Alright. So we're gonna have to find a way to get up there. Why don't we just use the forklift?
Hey.
Should I ram the door with this? Don't have the key. Lots of cargo stacked pretty high up. Might be hiding a way through. Well, yeah, we already established that. But don't have the key to operate the forklift. I didn't mean ramming the door. I just meant
suspicious.
You know, making me go, using it to go up and down. I think I can climb up from here. Alright.
You guys.
Oh, you spot a way through?
Yeah, let me see if it'll work. You guys keep watch in case anyone's tailing us.
Gotcha. You can leave that to us. Be quick, but keep it cool, Tog.
Keep it cool. Wonder if I should upgrade my heat gauge or my grip gauge. Parkour wall running. Oh yeah, they told me about this already, but I've only used it the one time, so I guess they want to remind you. High grade plastic, awesome. What's this? Nice. I used one of those earlier. Go through the vents like Batman Arkham. Like the Batman Arkham games. Anything else in here? Something over here. A small metal plate. Awesome.
I have to do something about this right now.
Here we go. All right, you made it. Now let's hightail it to Kuwana.
Those guys look a little bit more beat up than I am. But I wonder if that goes off depending on what your health bar is like.
That door looks like it leads ahead.
It's locked. Let me see if I can pick it.
Well, this is only like the third time I've picked a lock because I haven't been doing any of the side stuff. But it's usually pretty easy. Damn it.
Almost there. Perfect.
Yeah, lock picking minigame's pretty easy.
Good man, Yagami-san.
Hey! Hold it right there!
God damn. How many of these guys are there?
Tak! Sugiura! Higashi and I'll keep them busy. You guys go on ahead.
I'm counting on both you guys.
Anything to pick up around here? Oh, what's this? A dented carbon.
Another pile of shit. Well, Yagami-san, I guess we can handle this. No RK around here. Yagami-san, find a way to follow me from where you're at.
Okay. Make it look all easy and stuff. Looks like they want me to go on the other side. Oh, they wanted me to climb through there. Okay. What's this? A cigarette butt. Yay. Couldn't have lived without picking that up. I don't want to climb up here, but I wonder if there's anything else you can pick up around here? There's something. Mysterious seeds. Awesome. Just awesome. Right now we got jump. Most like it. The inventory is full. Well, I'm gonna take one of those real fast. A trainer's your heat gauge though, right? Well, X gauge, sorry. Still thinking about the Yakuza days. My X gauge isn't full, is it? Doesn't look like it has really anything. Oh no, it looks like it's about, what, it'd be a quarter of the way full. So I can take it, why not? Sure. Looks like there's something over there on that stairway. Oh well. Unless I gotta go that way? Looks like I do. Thought I was gonna go the other way. One more time. And then down, down, down. A worn magnet. Man, you really gotta go out of your way, unlike that guy.
Still more of them.
Don't think I can hide from him. Guess I have to fight. Good, that's how I prefer it anyways. Instead of the sneaking around crap. Hey guys, let's go.
Let's go.
DDC him, that knocked him out, nice. Is that more of them? One of them came crashing through the boxes. Ah, so close. What's over here? Another trainer? However the hell you say that? Is that guy throwing smoke on us? Let's go ahead and use the trainer, shall we? Or however you say that, Tarner? Whatever it is. Damn it, I didn't mean to hit the DLC button. Sorry about that. Jeez, he's still not knocked out? There. Jeez, come on, hit him. Damn it, I'm trying to get the trainer, the Tarner or whatever over there. Knock him out. Now my X gauge is gone. Knocked him into the wall. Come on. Jesus. Okay. There we go. Knocked them all out.
Yagami-san! I'm a little tied up over here myself. Go on ahead, yeah?
Hey, you alright?
Think so. In better shape than Kuwana-san at least. Now hurry up, Yagami-san!
Damn it. You better be right behind me.
You know I will!
Okay, now where? Through here, right? Oh, what's this? Stretchy rubber. Damn, it dead end. Now how do I keep moving forward? I'm sure we'll just... maybe start there? No. Start over here somewhere?
What the?
There's a gap between the orange drums. If I can just get there. I need to find a way to get over there.
Uh-huh.
Okay, where should we start? Here? What the heck is that bird shit looking stuff coming up there? Just the paint? Oh. If I can use this to climb along the pipes, I might be able to get to the top of that pallet. Let's go. Go up, up, over, right? No, I guess not. Keep going up? No? I'm so confused. I thought I'd go over to that one. Well, let me drop back down since my grip gauge is going down. Go up, right? Do you not supposed to go up? Maybe go down over here? There we go. Jeez. So going up is just a false thing. Oh, I can go up here? What's this? Toughness light. I can take one of those. My health is low. No. What shit? That's not what I wanted to do. Damn it. I wanted to just drop down one, but I didn't notice that it would... And then I had to go over a little bit first. Now, can I jump over from here? Yeah. Get this item. Come on, you gotta go all the way on it. A beehive, sweet. Shabby wire. Looks like. Oh, what's over here? Can I drop down on those guys? Do a surprise attack? A prize medal. I guess you could drop down there, right? Is that what you're supposed to do? I was thinking you could shimmy, yeah, you can shimmy your way across here. Now go up there, it wants you to go. Guess so, because it doesn't look like there's no items around here, so. Yeah, I gotta shimmy across that. Thankfully there's no balance thing. I guess I'm gonna have to drop down. I hate the games that also you have to keep your balance too. Like the early Yakuza, or not Yakuza, but the early Uncharted games did that. Quality wire. But they used the 6-axis on the PS3, so you had to keep like the controllers stable. And it's rarely worked out right, at least that's my opinion. I'd like hold it as straight as I could, and I'd still fall over. I think you can turn it off in the options. Run! A pebble. Alright, where am I supposed to go here? Down? Yeah. All the way down, I'm guessing? Another cigarette butt? Jeez. Nothing over here. Surely there's something back here, right? There's gotta be something out back here. So far it's not looking like it. Surely there's something. Aha, there it is. A Sediment Sparker, how the hell you say that one? Continue this way. Probably get into another fight. Hey, what's this? A toughness Z, I can take that. My health be full again, nice. I'll take it.
I don't stop. Gotta think.
Need a lift? Nice job clearing the path. Because of that, I found this.
Come on board!
This ought to be good.
I can do that if I wanted to.
What do you clowns think you're doing? Your asses are dead!
Alright, here we go. DDT him with his purple health bar. Damn it, really? Can't these people see him in the middle of something? Tried to disarm that guy, and the timing went wrong, and then once he pushed me off, that other guy hit me. That kind of sucks. What the heck? What the hell hit me there? Come on, get those guys. What the heck? We hit each other at the same time? There's an item over here. What's this? A toughness light? Yeah, I can handle that. Get him down. Now I'm gonna try to weed out the weaker enemies here. Maybe not the guy that's freaking guarding everything with his damn barrel. Is there any other items around here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, great. Jeez, they do not flinch, do they? What's this over here? Okay. I want to hit the guys with the damn barrels. Let's knock them out, shall we? There's one down. Jeez, they freaking block everything, finally. What the heck? It's acting like I'm trying to disarm him even though he's already been disarmed. Now I can take the Sataman X or whatever. That helped out a lot. You bastard. Really? Of course he was only one hit away from being knocked out.
Really, guys?
He had to be stubborn. What's that? Wrench?
Let's roll then.
What's one of my skills? That's one of the skills. Skills to pay the bills. What's up my health? What's up my health? Up the health to final boss battle. So I'm sure that's coming up. Now what? Increases maximum health some more? Nice. Let's do it. Oh, I should have boosted attack. Oh well. Health is more important, I think. Since my new bass is playing on easy anyways. Let's do that. Alright. Sounds good. No other items around? Doesn't look like it. Actually, that's just the light back there, isn't it? I don't think it's an item. I don't even think you can get back there. Enter.
Another elevator. Might take us straight down to the bottom. Kawana-san and Soma are probably there too.
Yep, let's go.
Yeah, let's go.
Damn it. Why is this taking so long?
Find Kawai's body, and Kawana will show up. Faster you go, faster we get out of here.
This air is unbearable.
Sir, do you think Kawana's still around? We already tore this place up. Couldn't he have bailed?
Well, he didn't get out with Kawai's body. No cars have gotten in or out of here since we showed up. Just find the body. We can deal with Kawana later.
Soma-san! Come check it out. Kawai's body. Sir, I think we found it.
Do you see? You can do anything if you put your mind to it. Yo, how we doing?
Sir,
I'm the one who found him. We were just about to pull him out.
Ugh, he's so fucking nasty. Good. Get this thing out of here. I've got a buyer ready to pay quite a premium. Good job, everybody. It's Kuwana. You thought you could hide? Show yourself. Don't you want to try to negotiate?
You call this a negotiation? You don't bring a gun to a ceasefire.
You've led us on a hell of a wild chase, Soma.
Well then. How many mice do we have in the maze? One appears. The weakest dies first.
That fucking hurt! I'm gonna fucking kick this little wimp's ass!
You calling me a wimp, asshole?
Out of my fucking way!
You made it out alive, Yagami.
So, is all this playing out exactly as you planned?
If we can catch this murderer here and put him in chains, then I'd say we're off to a good start.
That's hypocritical, isn't it? You say I'm a killer? What's your body count up to?
I'm just a former Japanese teacher. Sounds to me like you've got it all wrong.
Well, doesn't that figure? The only teacher I ever hated was in my high school Japanese class.
Soma. I don't know if I've ever met a more twisted piece of shit. Undercover agent or whatever. You've crossed the line without giving a damn.
Undercover agent? My men don't need to hear this shit.
Sawa-sensei died at your hands. You deserve what's coming.
I'm afraid that's what you say when you have the upper hand.
Guys, turn it on. Now it's time to give them hell.
Okay?
They're going down! Oh, yeah!
Let's get this over with.
Come on. Jeez, how long is this fight gonna be? I'm gonna not mess with him at first. Maybe take down some of his cronies. Although I'm sure if you got him waking up, the battle would end. Well, let's take down some cronies first. Unless it's never ending, which it might be. Might have to just focus on him. Hey, let's do the heat X gauge or whatever, shall we? Nice, that hurt him quite a bit. The only bad thing about this this fighting style is it's a lot of grabs, and you can't grab a lot of the more powerful enemies.
Go, Talk!
Yagami!
Look, there's something you can pick up over there. Oh, it's a save. Stamina index or whatever the hell. Sure, why not? Even though my health isn't that low, but might as well pick it up. And as for the save goes, I guess. I probably don't need it, but just in case. What is it all this? Oh, more health? Well, damn, I really didn't need that item then, did I? Oh well.
Stick around, won't you? Behind you.
Jeez, this guy. Maybe I should switch fighting styles for him. Although it always is nice to do that. To parry. I can't believe I was actually able to grab him and take him down. Oh, great.
Let's do this.
Well, I was able to dodge that one. I wonder how many times he'll do it. Try to probably get him all the way down. Ah, you bastard. Am I taking bleeding damage? There we go again. Or not? Ah, bastard.
Anything else up your sleeve?
Okay, so now it's about to be yellow. Here we go with this crap again. Was able to dodge that one. You know what? Let's try Tiger, shall we? Oh man. There was a heat action where they didn't block if you're in the X mode or whatever. So I guess that's Crane? Let me go switch to Crane. Because he was definitely blocking everything I threw at him there with Tiger. No, he's still blocking everything with Crane too, unless I didn't pick up that skill. Okay. Let's switch back to Snake, shall we?
Pay attention.
Ah, fuck. Thought it was gonna be X to dodge, but no, it's damn triangle. You know what? I'll just go into boost mode again. Even though I'm sure he's gonna do something else before I can knock him out. This again? At least now I know it's triangle unless it changes on me.
Pay attention.
Nope, still triangle.
darkness to protect you. Bando, too, will abandon you to your fate. To hell with evil being necessary for order. You'll rot in the cell for the rest of your miserable life.
All that's left to do is clean this shit up.
Yo, you might want to stay away from that. Pull it out any further, and it'll set off the bomb I planted.
What?
It could very well end up going off anyway. But that'll be up to me.
Oh, what the fuck? I can't keep track of how many times this guy has changed sides.
As long as Kawai's body exists, Kusumoto-san will never be free. So I'll make sure it's never found again. You guys might want to consider stepping out.
Kawana, you can't do it.
But I can. This was always going to be the backup plan anyway. If you guys hadn't made it down here, I would have blown up both the body and Soma all in one shot. But still, if Soma dies, I'll never get to the one pulling the strings. And Kusumoto-san will never be free of these goddamn shackles.
Kusumoto-san needs to turn herself in. If she keeps trying to hide from all this, she'll be haunted by her past wherever she goes. You'd rather she carry those sins for the rest of her life, and all by herself. Because after today, you won't be there to help anymore. You have to leave. You'll disappear. From here on out, you'll need to live deep in the shadows.
If she turns herself in, she'd never be able to see Mitsuru again. Her son is finally awake, after 13 years in a coma. Does tearing them apart sound like justice to you?
I want nothing more than for everyone involved to get a happy ending. But still, if I turn my back on it now, Sawa-sensei's sacrifice becomes a footnote. That won't work. She can't say her piece without a voice. So if I don't raise mine for her, what justice prevails?
Fine. I'll just push the button. Everyone in here can be blown to hell.
You really gonna do that?
If you guys don't back off, then I will. Do you know how many people I've killed through the years?
Nah. But if you were really that kind of scum, we wouldn't have come down here. You wouldn't be the kind of person worth saving. This one is my fight, guys.
The way I see this, Tak, you and Kuwana both have your reasons. Something to consider. But between the both of you, is there really a right answer?
There we go. Is this going to be harder than the freaking last fight? It definitely has more health. Alright, so it doesn't look like you can really dodge his stuff. Or I should say parry his stuff. That's twice I tried parrying and it just broke my guard instead of parrying. Should probably take a health item. Let's try the toughness Z and a toughness light. I can pick this up, that should help. Huh. Alright, so I took him down like a full bar of health almost. Ah. There, I parried him that time. Why there's no quick time events here?
Bring it up.
No, he's finally in the purple at least. Oh, great. Okay, we'll dodge that one. Okay. It just threw me down, I guess? What? Couldn't parry that. Take another health item here. Let's do another toughness C and another toughness slide.
Watch this.
Ah, bastard. Jeez. Let's do a stamina next or whatever. Come on. There we go. I wonder if it's going to be another damn quick time event in this fight. Looks like it because his health isn't going down at all. Triangle.
Let go.
Kusumoto-san. She shouldn't have to keep suffering. The truth, we put too much value on it. All it does is crush us.
That's not true. It's because the truth was being hidden. That's what led to Sawa-sensei's death, isn't it? Set Kusumoto free. It's time for all this to end. I mean, you've got to already know. When justice breaks, someone's always gonna find a way to redefine it to suit themselves. And from that point of view, everything you do feels justified. That's why you're able to look past the sacrifice and the damage you cause.
No. I didn't want this.
I get that. But who decides what's wrong? Who gets to decide what's right? That's not us. Come on. Sawa-sensei died because you made the choice for her, and you took her truth. Who does that really serve? Tell me who. Why would you want that? The truth is all we have. When the law can't be fair, the truth becomes our last ray of hope. So please, Sawa-sensei's truth, don't take that from her. Kusumoto-san.
Kitakata-sensei!
I couldn't protect you. I couldn't even protect your secret.
Please lift up your eyes. I saw that picture you posted of Kawai's dead face. I took a hard look. This was the man I killed. I saw the pain in his repulsive face. I saw the consequences of my actions. Sawa-san never should have been dragged into this. I saw how I betrayed and abandoned you too.
Kusumoto-san.
I've been frightened ever since. I was scared Mitsuru would find out the truth. I was worried he would discover his mother was a monster. And for you as well, Sensei. You carried it for me. You clung to such a dark secret. I made you do this for so long. I never should have gone through with it. And I won't let you bear the burden of my mistake anymore. That's why I've decided. I'm going to turn myself in. I have some bad news for you, Mitsuru. Your mother won't be coming home for a while. It's not work. But I feel I should warn you. I'm going to be placing a burden on your shoulders. I'm so sorry. Mitsuru?
Please don't worry, Mom. If anything, I should be the one worrying about you.
Huh?
I could tell something was bothering you. You've been hiding a problem for a while, haven't you? I'm sure it's been hard. Especially considering what a burden I've been.
No. That's not it at all.
Don't worry, Mom. I more or less already know. In fact, let me tell you. I was doing physical therapy earlier, and I managed to take a few steps. For the first time in 13 years.
That's wonderful.
It didn't feel like much, really. But still, you know what the doctor said? That if I keep at it, I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. And then I'll be able to walk again pretty soon. When that time comes, I'll be there for you. It'll finally be my turn to support you. So please don't worry about me, Mom. Don't let me hold you back. Go do whatever it is you have to do. I'll be waiting.
I'm sorry, Mitsuru.
Thank you.
Enter. I don't recall having an appointment with any prosecutors today.
Are you familiar with Kazuki Soma of RK? Public Security's inside man. He infiltrated the Kamurocho underworld on assignment. As you're aware, he got caught up in some illicit activity. You knew this, yet somehow his actions stayed off the record.
Whatever you're talking about, I have no idea, son.
Just so you know, Soma's been arrested by Kanagawa police. The investigation is ongoing. He's the prime suspect in the murder of Yoko Sawa in her Yokohama home. It's our suspicion that he was acting on the orders he received from you, and that would make you complicit in her death. You wanted to manipulate Reiko Kusamoto, and so you stooped to blackmail.
Let me guess why you're here. You want to put all of this out in the open?
If it means exposing the truth, certainly.
You want to burn down Japan? This is bigger than me. It could go all the way up the chain. People of power nationwide would be dragged into your scandal. And some of those people might even be the superiors cutting your paychecks.
Yep. But the bureaucracy isn't the monolith you think it is. The more political power you wield, the more enemies you have waiting in the shadows for the opportune moment to strike. We've met with them, and we have their full cooperation on this.
As a result, Soa-san's security footage has been recovered. It had mysteriously gone missing when the investigation was opened. Upon further review, Kazuki Soma is clearly visible in it. Who would have the authority to order that evidence to be locked away? That would be you, Bando-san.
For my part, I did the things I thought were necessary. I'm trying to maintain order. It's not hyperbole that I've saved us. My actions. So if you intend to drag me through the mud, I'll see you in court.
So we will. That said, we got this far because those detectives persevered. So I wouldn't expect the prosecution to drop the ball now.
We only got this far because those detectives persevered? Oh, yeah? Wouldn't have expected that from Takano. Much less about Yagami.
Yes. But Mafuyu said she overheard it herself. He did really say it.
In the meantime, Ehara-san has been charged for Mikoshiba's murder, and Reiko Kusamoto for Shinya Kawai's death, too. Both of them are fully cooperating with the investigation.
Well, I suppose that ties everything up with a bow. Except for Kuwana.
Yes. Kuwana's still missing. He's the last of the loose ends.
So he is.
You think he's still out there? Would he risk his life to keep hunting down and killing bullies?
Well, I have my doubts about that. Yagami-san believes he can turn over a new leaf.
Some things never really change, do they? This place is still filthy.
Squeaky and clean isn't gonna work for everyone.
That's all a matter of taste. I'd say this place just has flavor.
You brought some snacks?
Yeah. We stopped at the convenience store around the corner on the way here.
Come on, Talk. It ought to be you treating the boys. Bring in some sushi to show them how generous you are.
Oh, should I now? Well, I'm already way ahead of you.
Yo! Did someone order some sushi? Only the best for you guys. Courtesy of Yagami Detective Agency.
So?
Good shit, man. You are a true gentleman. Huh? Hey, what the fuck? There's avocado on this shit. Where the hell did you get this from?
Aniki, if you don't like it, you don't have to eat it.
facts. That just leaves more for me.
Fine. Then I can shoot Umi in salmon roe.
Hey, save me the tamago. Long as I got my egg, I'm good.
Who goes for the egg?
I'll leave Kawai's body with you. The cops can have him. But then I'm out. I gotta disappear for a while. I'll fade back into the shadows.
Like hell, man. If he's arrested, public security would have his head. They'd charge him with the one murder he didn't commit. Sawa-sensei wouldn't get the justice she deserves. And worse, they'd find a way to silence him.
Besides, you don't have any proof that I'm even guilty. Anything they could charge me for would never stick.
Just what are you getting at? You said yourself that you spent the last several years taking out bullies all over the country. That's gotta count for something.
I never left a single shred of evidence behind. So good luck. The cops and the prosecution would have nothing to go on. In a legal sense, all you guys can really do is stand there and watch me walk out of here. The law has never been very good about being flexible. The whole system is hollow. It can't judge who needs to be judged. It can't save who needs to be saved. I'll expose that. Every action I take serves that goal. As long as kids like Mitsuru continue to suffer out there, I'll do it for them. Even if it means I have to keep my hands dirty, I don't care. Goodbye.
You're right about one thing. The law is hollow. As it stands now, the system does fail people. All the same, the law evolves. We have to make it better. But it takes time, and the work is never done. That's why. That's why as long as the law lets people fall through the cracks, I'm gonna be there. Except, I won't do it anything like you.
We already know you're the one who snitched. You didn't think we'd find out?
Come on, don't you have anything to say? Huh? You owe us an answer, don't you?
I'm sorry. And there it is. I knew you were lying all along. You are a lying piece of shit, huh? What do you have to say for yourself?
You think your apologies are gonna cut it? You're in deep shit, girl, and that's not how this fucking works. So look over here real quick. Say, I'm a bitch and a liar for the camera.
Do it, or it's gonna get a lot worse.
Wow, isn't this gross? What are they doing to that poor girl?
3 against 1? That's so freaking weak!
Pretty fucked up to gang up on her like that.
Who said that?
Shit. Come on, move it.
You don't have to. You've got no reason to go with these guys.
What the hell? Mind your own business, assholes!
Do you really think we're the ones being assholes?
Yeah, that's pretty rude.
You guys gotta learn when it's time to give it a rest.
Who the hell are you guys?
Hey, you 3. You need to leave. And stay away from that girl.
Terrible kids. I'm so glad someone finally stood up for that young lady.
I know. Aren't those Serio High students?
Hey, let's just go. Come on.
Are you okay? I'm sorry. No, don't be. I'm sorry. Really. I just wish I had seen what was happening earlier. You'll be fine.
So to our breaking news. After an anonymous report, the Tokyo Metropolitan Police have announced the discovery of 5 murder victims. Found in areas across the country, all 5 victims have evidently been deceased for several years. According to the anonymous tip, the common thread between these victims is that they were all at one time accused of malicious school bullying. The police are working quickly to identify them, and an investigation task force is being launched immediately. This task force's first challenge will be to secure the cooperation of law enforcement across all of the prefectures involved.
Huh, so there it was, the ending. There's usually a post-credit scene. Usually it's pretty short. Sometimes they're kind of long. But we'll see if there's one for this. So a lot of people, before I played this game, a lot of people said the story wasn't as good as the first one. I thought it was pretty good. I mean, I thought it had a pretty good twist in it. I don't really remember the story of the first one, I'll be quite honest. I played it when it first came out on PS4. I don't really remember it too much. I mean, I remember bits and pieces of it, but I plan to play the PS5 version again eventually. I don't have the PS5 version yet. I've been waiting for it to go on sale. It's on sale right now, I believe. But I was waiting for it to go on sale even cheaper than what it is at now. Because like I said, I already own the PS4 version and I brought it brand new. And as far as I can tell, the PS5 version didn't look too much better than the PS4 version. So I couldn't really justify spending $40 to get the PS5 version. So I was gonna wait for it to be down to like maybe $15. That's kind of the area I'm looking at. 10, 15 bucks. I think it's on sale for right now for like 25. I actually streamed the first one. The first one was kind of one of the first games I had streamed a good chunk of. I don't know if I streamed it all, but I did stream a pretty good chunk of it, but that was a long time ago, like I said, back when it first came out. So I don't have those streams no more. I don't think I saved the VODs. I was streaming it on my PS4. Maybe I have the VOD somewhere. I don't think I do. Hold on. Nope, not who I was expecting. I'm expecting a call, but of course it's just been scammers lately. Alright, but yeah, that story was pretty good. I mean, I just now noticed the cat there. Did it just pop? Did it just come up there? There was cats a lot in the first game. You actually could find them hidden in every scene that you had to investigate around in first-person mode. There was a hidden cat somewhere. I don't think that was the case in this game. I never heard no cats. I never found any. But no. I streamed the first 2 hours on YouTube as well as on Twitch. I streamed them at the same time, and I got a copyright notice from this song on YouTube. I didn't get nothing from Twitch. I don't know if I will this time, but YouTube slammed my video for copyright thing. I didn't get a strike. It's just oh, any monetization of this video will go to the owners of the song or whatever, which I don't even have my YouTube channel monetized. With my 9 subscribers, I am not even close to monetization yet. So I was like, whatever, I don't care. And if I do eventually get monetization, I don't care, whatever. I know I could mute the song. They said I could mute the song, but I'm like, whatever, I don't care. I'm not streaming to YouTube today. I stopped streaming to YouTube about a week ago. I didn't like how I had used a service called, I think it's Recaster, or Recast, in order to stream on both YouTube and Twitch at the same time. And I didn't like having to go through that, doing it through my console. It was a pain in the ass, so I'm just sticking with Twitch for now. Plus, not a single person will watch me on YouTube. I mean, I'd get maybe a random viewer here and there, but I'd get way more views on Twitch, so I was like, screw it, I'll just stick to Twitch for now. So, are they just playing rock, paper, scissors for the hell of it, or are they fighting for like the last piece of something? Looks like Kaido won. They were fighting over the last piece of something, huh? Huh. That's pretty funny. The cat stole it. That would be what a cat would probably do. I mean, another scene. Yeah, it was pretty good. I don't know what I'd rate it. I'm real terrible at rating games. Like, if someone was asking me what I thought about this story out of 10, I don't know what I'd give it. Maybe like a... I don't know, maybe like an 8? Oh, the cat's back. Let's see if there's a post-credit scene. There usually is. No, guess not, unless it's going to be after this. Difficulty simple. Total town goal missions cleared, 33 of 797. Gold, 2. Silver, 7. Bronze, 24. Time played, 25 hours and 19 minutes. Not bad, just mainly focusing on the story. Mostly. I did some side stuff in day 3, I think. Distance traveled, 44.5 kilometers. 1,000, a little over 1,000,000 something yen. Spent 31,000. Counters 21. So that's 21 fights I couldn't run from. Enemies defeated 437. X actions used 130. School stories completed 0. Side cases completed 7. Most of those were side cases that they forced you to do in order to push the story along, like the one with the dog. And there was other ones in there. The ones about like the bugs and all that. Girlfriend 01. I didn't even know there was girlfriends at all. Whatever. Skills learned 52 of 184. Total completion 8.9%. Usually when I play these games, I do all the side content as they pop up as I'm doing them. And usually my completion rate is usually about 60 to 70%. But since I'm streaming, I just wanted to get the story done, focus on the story first. Now I'm going to go back and do side content Not today. I'll probably end stream here soon. But maybe there's going to be no more streams for me this week. I'll be back next Wednesday, probably, at 3 p.m. And I don't know if I'll play this. I might play this and do some side content. I'm still not sure. I think I'm going to try out some side content off stream and see, like, what there is to do. I know there's drone races. Apparently there's some boxing minigame you can play, and I know there's the school stories. Apparently there's 10 school stories. I might try them out, see if anything's worth streaming in my opinion. I don't know, we'll see. I might just stream it all, or I might stream none of it. I'm not too sure. I might come back next Wednesday with another game. I don't know, we'll see. But let's see if there's anything else. Usually there's like there's definitely always a post game to where you can do the rest of the side stuff. We'll see what pops up. Legend difficulty unlocked. Premium adventure unlocked. That's the post game to where you can go just walk around and do anything. Premium new game plus. So that's where I could start a new game with all my skills I already have. 50,000 yen acquired. Alright, cool. Trophy, the cycle is broken. I'll just save in a new spot, screw it. Oh, I didn't know if it'd maybe take me right into premium adventure mode. Usually they do, but started the game. The Gauntlet, premium adventure. That's all the story cutscenes, right? Yeah. Honestly, the final chapter took me longer than I thought. I thought it'd maybe take like an hour, but I normally stream from about 3 to 7, and that's almost 7 my time, anyways. U.S. Central Time. So, start the game using a clear data. Which one? I guess it doesn't matter, right? They're both the same. Select difficulty. Let's keep it on simple, why not? That way any fights I run into, I can just half-ass them. Where's it gonna start me in the detective office? Yep. Yagami Detective Agency office. Huh. Kaido's napping. We can't even talk to him. Doesn't look like it. Alright. I think this is where I'm going to end stream. Done with the story. I got another reason I wanted to focus on the story is because I'm kind of thinking of like a little YouTube video for the story, kind of around the story. So that's another reason I wanted to get the story done. So I think I'm going to shut the stream off for the day, work on that video. Yeah, keep an eye out for that. I don't know. I'm working on it, and it's one of those video ideas where I'm not too sure if it's going to work or not. On paper, it sounds kind of good, but as I'm editing it, I'm like, is this, worth the time and effort I'm putting into it? I don't know. I mean, I'll probably publish them just because I've already spent so much time working on it, but I don't know if it's going to be good or not. But if you want to check that out, just search Bloody the Sky, all one word, on YouTube. And I think I'm the first person who pops up when you type that. And speaking of, if you want to hit me up on social media, if you want to hit me up on Twitter, it's bloody_sky, bloody sky with an underscore. Facebook, it's facebook.com/bloodythesky, all one word, no underscores, anything like that. And yeah, if you're watching me through PlayStation right now, you can follow me on Twitch to know when I go live. On Twitch, I'm bloody_sky. And if you're watching me on Twitch, I'd really appreciate a follow, of course. If you do check out my YouTube, if you think it's worth watching, then I'd appreciate likes and subscribes and all that good stuff, as you will. Like I said, I'll be back. I should be back Wednesday at 3 p.m. U.S. Central Time. I don't know what I'm going to stream yet. It might be the side content to this. It might be a new game. Guess I'll think about it over the next few days. And I appreciate you watching, as always. Appreciate the hell out of you. And that is no BS. BS, get it, Blaze Guy? Forget it. Alright, well, thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great Friday, great weekend, all that. Take care.